Pinkalicious and the Pinkamazing little museum. I mean, Pinkalicious and the Pinkamazing little library. Are you reading again? Jade asked. Yes, I said. Learning to read was hard, but now it's amazingly fun. I blew my nose loudly. Honk, honk. Is everything okay? Said Kendra. This book is so sad. Does anyone have to? Does anyone have more tissues? Jade asked. Pinkalicious is reading again. At lunch, I couldn't stop laughing at my joke book. Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? I read out loud. Because then it would be a foot. I read in bed. I read at the table. I even read while I walked. Whoops! I said. Sorry, tree. My book was too good to stop for dinner. Yeah, I said. I had nibbled my napkin instead of my pasta, but I kept reading. I was at the best part. Pinkalicious, can you please put down your book for a few minutes? Teddy asked. I forget what you look like. I can't put the book down, I said. I have to find out what happens. I read and read until I finished the book. That was Pinkamazing, I said. Time for another book. When I got to my room, I saw something very bad. I had read every book at least twice. And the next day, I hurried to the library. I'm sorry, said the librarian. You've read every kid's book here. I couldn't believe it. I'm out of books, I said. Well, what was I going to do? I didn't have a book to make me laugh or cry or eat my napkin. And may I please get a new book? I begged Mommy. If you buy it yourself, Mommy said. The problem was that my piggy bank was empty. I read our cereal boxes. I read our catalogs. I read all of Mommy's cupcake recipes. They weren't the same. I need books. I want a story, I said. Yeah? Yeah? You have books, said Peter said. Lots of books. I need new books, I complained. I explained. Too bad you can't trade yours for new ones, Peter said. That's it, I gasped. What's it? Peter asked. Great idea, I said. What idea? He asked. Thanks, Peter, I said. You're welcome, he said. I spent the rest of the day working on my project. Finally, I was all set, presenting the booktastic Pinkamazing little library. People can make my books and leave theirs, I exclaimed. It was my idea, Peter said proudly. I think I made flyers to hand out. Calling all readers, I said. Come trade your books at my Pinkamazing little library. I'm a reader, Jade said. Me too, Rose said. That night I was too excited to sleep. I couldn't wait to see the new books in my library. I tiptoed outside in the dark. All my books were gone. They were new ones in their place. I couldn't wait to start reading. I was so excited that I didn't hear Peter until he was right next to me. May I read a book too? He asked. We want books too, Mommy and Daddy said. The next morning, we all read through breakfast. Peter giggled at his picture book. Daddy chuckled at his joke book. Mommy gasped at her mystery. I turned the last page of my book. Best book ever, I said. No one responded. A best book of the year, I suddenly shouted. I added loudly. Silence. I looked around. I looked around at my family. They all had their noses in their books. Could you all put down your books for a few minutes? I said. I forget what you look like. Sorry, Daddy said with a laugh. Oops, then Mommy said. This book is a real page turner. I understand, I said. You all Pinka love reading as much as I do. The